Hey, crypto heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. We're back. We're back.
Well, most of us.
Yeah, we're missing Heisenberg tonight. He wants to say hello to everybody, but had some personal things come up last minute, so he's dealing with those. What's up, Tony? Uncle Guido?
Hey, Tony.
So, yeah, we're super excited to be back. Sorry about last week. Actually, not totally our fault. We were kind of chasing around a guest back and forth and then never heard back from them. So we kind of had to call it last minute and just decide that take a little bit of a hiatus. So that being said, we're back. We have awesome special guests tonight. We got Jeff Fent down there. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Coming to you live from Walmart.
Live from the Walmart parking lot. Oh, yeah. Oh. And we had Austin, but we just lost him.
Oh, there he is.
Nope, that's me.
There he is. Can you hear us?
What?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. We're having all kinds of issues.
Kind of like refreshed, right? Just a second ago. Is that just me, or is that everybody else too?
Yeah, it's like you froze up and then you popped off and then you came back on. It was weird.
Yeah, like everybody's screens refreshed, and me and Jeff just switched places on my screen. That was weird.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I'm in the good spot now.
When you get off, it switches everybody around. It's like freaking the Brady Bunch.
Right.
So we're back. We got Austin Maynard down there. What's up, buddy? How are you today?
I think he's frozen.
He's frozen again?
He's smiling.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, at least he's happy.
At least he got stuck like that and not making a weird face.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on.
Like I was about to...
Anything? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting bad signal or something. I can hear you guys.
Yeah, we can hear you too. Just your video kept freezing.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you guys though.
All right, cool.
Perfectly.
Well, we were all having technical issues to start off with. I couldn't even get on Google, period, as usual. I couldn't get on the freaking internet, so we're good. All right. Let's start over. No, I'm just kidding. We are without Heisenberg tonight, but we'll be all right. He's here in spirit. What's up, Lacey? What's up, Uncle Guido? Hey, crypto heads. So yeah, what's going on, guys? Got a lot of things going on. Uncle Jeff, you've been working at multiple locations. It seems like you've been everywhere.
I try.
What's your latest project? What do you got going on?
Actually, I don't have anything going on right this moment.
I feel like that's a lie.
No, I don't. Until Adam
You're building like 8 boxes, Jeff. What are you talking about?
I'm sort of like not doing anything right now.
You're hanging out in Walmart for something, aren't you?
What's that?
Said you're hanging out at Walmart for something, aren't you?
Well, every time I'm on a broadcast, there's problems, and it's normally me. And so the only area in my house that I thought was safe to do this was not going to be a quiet area. So I just got away from there. So I don't know if it's all the haunted crap I got in the house or what. It's weird. It's weird because the last show, it started off with me, and then it went to Beth, and then it went to the other guy, and then I was fine the whole show, but I don't know if it was me.
Wow.
So anyway,
now.
Lacey loves you. Our girl Lacey, one of our favoriteest fans.
Cool.
You're not supposed to tell them that we have favorites.
I said one of them. They're all our favorites. She's just right. What about you, Awesome Man? talk about a man who wears many hats. You're a man who works many buildings. So what's the latest with you? What do you guys got going on? You got towns, you got buildings, you got schools. What's I don't even know where to start with you, man.
Man, we always got something going, don't we?
Right.
Well, I mean, we got outside of the July 31st event up at the BK 6 Precinct building. I've been planning on that one for months. And it's really coming down to the final stretch, and I'm getting nervous and excited and mixed bunch of emotions all at the same time because I'm really putting a lot into this one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be awesome. We got food trucks and donut and coffee sponsors. And
Wow.
I mean, dude, it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
But then actually the week after that, we'll be up over here doing this event at Middle Point.
Yeah.
And then got the September 11th. After that is the Static Voices Ghost Hunt that I haven't really fully released many details yet because I'm kind of holding off on certain things until I can finalize it. But I mean, it's gonna be there's gonna be 2 months left before before the event starts. So I'm selling really a limited number of tickets, more or less, just to bring these guys out to this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the whole house, I'm excited about it because it's got the owner of the house actually is so on board with everything that we're doing for him. He's actually wiring the entire funeral home to have speakers and microphones, so we can do and leading to a mixer in the little closet by the stairs, to where it becomes a big ITC experiment. If you wanted to, anybody that comes can hook up different ghost boxes and run them to this room or that room. They can pick and choose, have them run it through the whole house, and it even has the intercom feature where you can talk back and forth.
Wow.
There's a whole and I'm bringing out some of the best minds. I'm bringing out Tim Wool. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Really working on this. I'm really excited about this. I haven't even finalized all of the guests, all of the details yet. There's a lot I got to do, but outside of that, we do have a new location that we're announcing pretty soon here.
Another location.
Actually,
wow.
Number 7. It's gonna be it's gonna be a big one, man. This one actually is gonna be. The only thing I can say is it's an old school building. That's 54,000 square feet on its own.
Wow.
But we also add on the separate gymnasium, and it makes it roughly around 80,000 square feet total.
Holy shit.
Wow.
And we haven't confirmed the auditorium yet because it's still being used by the current school. But if we're able to gain access to that at night, I mean, we're talking over 100,000.
Holy crap.
And there is a lot of tragedy and just really bad stuff going on that happened just on the property itself, just on the land. I mean, there's just so much, and I'm not going to really get into specifics, but I mean, this place is. We'll be really talking about that. We take our tour on Monday.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
So where can people follow you to keep up with all of your announcements?
Facebook.com/TheUGPN.
What was it?
The Facebook.com/TheUGPN. The Underground Paranormal Network Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. There's just always something going on, man. With as many buildings as we have and as many things as we're trying to stay up with, especially even within the ITC field and stuff like that. I mean, it's every weekend, every day really anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sandra Carpenter says hello.
Hey, Sandra.
And I
She's
do
talking
want
to
to
you.
point out, though, Jeff, you can't sit there and say you're not doing anything because you are always building some fantastic, just some beautiful boxes, man. Like,
Right?
I credit you for the creativity and the woodwork and just the general time that you put into that, man. They're beautiful boxes. They really are.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one that I haven't loved. I mean, everything that you put out is just absolutely beautiful. And
Like a piece of art.
it's so unique too. Everybody has their own and it's very distinctly their own. There's nothing mass produced about the stuff that you create and I love it.
Well,
It's a piece of artwork, every single one.
Right.
Thanks all.
He's a true artist.
Right?
We've talked.
Some of those are really freaking cool. I saw that one, like the old heater. I think it was the old little ceramic heater housing, right? It looks like an old cathedral style. I think that one looked badass. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh, you're allowed to swear. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are you talking about the Michael Myers box?
I don't know. I saw one that was like a metal. It was almost like a metal. It went on a heater or something. But I know it was like an iron enclosure or something. Yeah.
I haven't made it into a box yet, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
But I see the possibilities with it, man, and I'm just like, dude, I can't wait to see what you come up with, man. I really can't.
And it still works as a heater too, which is sort of a bummer.
That might put a damper on things.
I mean, I think there's a lot of investigators that would appreciate a heater as well, because a lot of these places that we go to aren't heated. So that might work out in your favor.
Just wire it on the very top, like wherever it's not heated.
Right.
So you'll just have the ghost box and the heater. People can travel around.
That's funny.
Sorry, I'm getting lost here.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, that would be cool because especially if you were like in a heated, or if it was winter, you go to places that don't have any heat. You always got a heater and your ghost box at the same time. It's like, dang, it's
right.
Got a flashlight in there too, man.
You could charge double for that one.
Oh, shoot.
I'll have to think about it for a while.
Yeah.
See if they could come through the white noise on a heater.
Right.
Never know, man. Never know.
Yeah, never know. Absolutely.
Listen, if it's going to happen, Jeff will make it happen. He's the one that will do it. So.
Damn right he
I
will.
think there's something he could do with the components inside of that heater. Maybe take out the heating elements themselves, but I mean, there's still probably a lot of copper and things that he can utilize and do something with.
Right.
Yeah, true.
All the corners.
You need to be creative with that.
Yeah.
You need to be real creative with that.
I'll put some thought into it.
I would take it beyond a ghost box, man. Like, there's so much potential with a lot of those old electrical components. You know what I mean? Like, those components back in the day were not as. I mean, you know this. They're not as like secure and strict and confined as they are with their parameters.
Right. Yeah.
Like, there was a lot more leniency with them. You could tinker around with something and not fry board back in the day. You know, that's how they were made.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, like, you could add some kind of, like, I mean, you can utilize EMF with that copper, man.
Right.
What kind of EMF does that thing produce if you were to take out the heating element?
Yeah.
That could be like a super EM pump, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, you dizzy.
I still think my favorite was the one that you just did with where the top opens and you could put something inside of it. Oh,
the treasure.
That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty cool. and each time I put something in it, it's worked really well. It's when I don't put something in it that it doesn't work as well. It's sort of it does what it was intended to do, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Drop something inside.
Sometimes those are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the greatest things like that are that just happen by chance.
Right.
Wasn't intentional. It's just like, oh, that's interesting. I don't put anything in it. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that one's
Weird
definitely.
energy transfer, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
What's up, Amanda? Hello. So what we got a really cool fundraising project coming up in August 7th at the Middle Point School. Super excited about this. I'm gonna
Very
throw something
exciting.
up here and show everybody what we got going on. If it'll let me. Where's it at? There it is. I know I put it on here. There we go. Yes. For the Felicia's the fundraiser for Brian and his fight against bladder cancer. We're all praying for him. We're putting actually the credit for getting this ball rolling goes to our teammate Sean Gilmore for starting this whole thing. The family originally had a GoFundMe page set up, and something happened with the GoFundMe page. And unfortunately, they had to shut that down. I'm not sure all the specifics behind it, but they were only allowed to do. I don't know. They had to shut it down. Something technical happened with it. So we're doing this instead. And between Sean and Daniel Class, I mean, it's going to be an amazing event. Dan just jumped right into this thing. And then Austin, you offered up a couple of locations for us to choose from. We chose Middle Point. We're so excited about that. We're going to have, now we got raffles coming up.
We do.
We got raffles coming. Terry Long donated one of her long gone dolls, which, you guys have fun with that one. Go ahead and put in your raffle tickets for that. I'll stay out of that raffle basket. But,
I don't know if it was like an official thing that we're doing raffles, but it was something that, we were tossing around. But we also have 2 tickets for public hunts for Madison Seminary. And then we have 4 tickets for flashlight tours at Fairfield County Infirmary. And then we are actually putting together an awesome basket from the Cryptic Paranormal show. So, we're gonna start to get together with people and get some more prizes, but we're having a raffle.
I
don't know if it was planned, but Terry got the ball rolling.
So
and
I don't know if Sean
donate.
is even watching or listening in, but yeah, we're adding that one, and that's all D, and that's all Adam and the Mad Crew putting all that stuff together for us. Addie, Gaddis. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even know if Adam knows about it. It was Addie.
yeah. I haven't even told Sean yet, so it's super big deal, and we're excited to do this fundraiser.
Yeah.
Never been to Middle Point.
End up throwing some things in there for you too. I'm sure.
Awesome. That'd be
We
amazing.
can work a few things out. I can figure something out.
There's a pressing question out there.
Whatever can help.
Awesome. I want to get into Middle Point and like what's going on there, because I don't know much about the building.
Same.
Peggy's going to be there. Awesome. Can't
I
wait
know,
to
I'm
meet
so
Peggy.
excited.
She's been to so many places that I've been to. She's been on a whirlwind of investigations. She's
and let me just tell you,
traveler.
I don't care who's on TV. I don't care who has their own shows on YouTube. That woman is so brave because she goes to most of those places by herself.
What?
By herself. Yes.
Wow.
She's
Kathleen
way braver
Wilson
than I will
too.
ever be.
I will say Kathleen Wilson, another one who goes everywhere by herself.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw her out there too.
I can't even go drop off furniture at the seminary during the day by myself. And Peggy goes out in all these places by herself.
My one claim to fame is hanging out at the House of Wills by myself.
Oh no.
At night. Just like no.
Nope.
It's a rough neck of the woods, but it was fun. I was shaking with a 9mm in my hand the whole time. But yeah, Adam, I got to go back to Adam's question because it's pretty important. He wants to know what kind of cologne Jeff wears. What kind of cologne do you wear, Jeff?
Did he really ask that question?
Yeah, he really asked that. It's Adam.
Did
you think he wouldn't?
What kind of cologne does Jeff wear?
Jeff doesn't wear cologne. And what is he doing else?
I'm surprised he's even online.
I think he's gone already.
Matt Fiol says Jeff Fenn is my hero. He's our hero too. We love him.
He's everybody's hero.
Yep.
Oh, he's still there.
Adam said, "Wow, that's weird." Smells like a Playboy.
It's a natural musk. Natural.
This is natural musk. Smells madly.
Oh, hard work.
Yeah, right. Not to be confused with mugwort, Jim, if you're watching.
Oh my goodness.
Now Matt says he wears Jeff Fenn cologne.
Who?
Matt Fiol. You gotta starting to have to bottle that shit and sell it.
So Middle Point.
Yeah, so, we're way off topic. Tell us about Middle Point, man, because I don't know the story behind this building. What makes it haunted? I mean, could you get into that for us? Like, give us some backstory behind this building.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I mean, there's still a lot that we're trying to figure out here.
Sure.
I know Jeff has been to Middle Point when Jeff went out there for a cleanup day, actually. But the thing about there seems to be like a dark cloud kind of hanging over Middle Point in general. Mm-hmm. Kind of similar to like the way the Higginsport school, there was a dark cloud kind of hanging over Higginsport, and it was really just a lot of overdoses, stuff like that in the area. And Middle Point's a very, very small village. It's like, I can't imagine there's 2,000 people in that.
Oh, wow.
But I think that the biggest thing that's really kind of that we've been able to confirm, at least, that there's something going on. I don't like to get into specifics about the whole Corey Glossett case. That was a situation that we got involved in a while back that we really weren't. It was an unintended kind of thing. I really didn't. Man, it was bad because he lived across the street from the school. Like, if you're looking at the front of the school, Corey lived in the second story across the street.
Okay.
And then the number one suspect in the case was across the field from the school. And the guy that locals say was in cahoots with that guy lives in a hoarding house that it looks like it's a hoarding house behind the school. They're like forms this perfect triangle around Middle Point School. This kid's been missing since 2016, and it's a sad story, and like we really don't know how much more we couldn't do anything to help them any further. And at a certain point, it was like, where's the line? We don't want to start. It was just the whole thing, but I think that there's a lot of energy there from that.
Yeah.
From that unsolved, there's no closure there. There's no, he's not resting. It's just, I think that energy added to the whole thing. But there's been at least 3 different murderers that went to school at Middle Point.
Oh my God!
Oh wow! Holy crap!
Within the last during the last 60 years of its operation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's an unusually high number of murderers to come out of a small town school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how often that happens, but it almost begs the question: is there something deeper that's like breeding that? It makes you wonder, at least. And I
Yeah.
mean, I think
That
there's more
is.
questions to Middle Point than there are answers because we continue to get these entities or things that talk to us and communicate that seem to come up with everybody that comes through.
Yeah.
Many of them find the same things. They get the same names, and I go out of my way to make sure I don't tell people
Yeah.
specifics.
Right.
You know, and so it's very wild, and it's a beautiful mystery in a lot of ways. I like to call it, I guess, because I mean we continue to find out more and more about it, but there's a lot of unanswered questions. But people have been attacked. I mean, there's shadow play. I mean, it seems to get darker and darker every time I go there. It seems to be more. I wouldn't say aggressive, but like active,
Okay.
willing to show yourself more. There's a lot of shadow play. Tim Shaw, even the first time he came, you guys, I don't know if you know Tim Shaw or not.
Yeah.
But when him and Dan Clash actually came out to do Within These Walls, the first thing that Tim saw there was something he called a creeper or a crawler. Just a dark shadow thing crawling on the floor. It ran up the stairs, and then he followed it. And when he got to the top of the stairs, it was on the wall.
Ew.
Went up on the ceiling and ran into the dark room, which is a room at the school that we call the dark room because it's really all the windows are boarded up. It's completely dark in there at night. But there's also all these crawlers or creepers apparently that I have different people tell me different things. Like Brandy tells me that it's almost like manifestations of dark deeds done by people that have ties to the place.
Oh, okay.
So like that could be a lot of different things. It's very vague.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time explaining the location. All I tell people is, well, you got to come out and just experience it because I can't. Maybe you guys can find answers for us. There's a lot of theories, but
it just from me being there during that cleanup day, it is a very strange place, and we had some really crazy stuff coming through everybody's ghost boxes that night. But it's you almost have to go there and experience it just to actually, it makes what Austin's saying ends up making sense once you go there because it's the vibe of the place that you have to experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
It's a hard sell when it comes to like, if I were to try to tell you all the deaths and tragedies that happened in Middle Point School, I'm going to tell you there's been one accident that the girl lived from. She fell off the first floor, off that banister on the second floor in a staircase.
Oh.
And she survived, but they closed off that staircase for the rest of the time it was open. But like, that's here nor there,
It does seem very strange, like why it would be so active there. You know what I mean? Like it's just so crazy that everything convenes there, and that's where all the activity is. Like you're saying, there wasn't tragedies or anything. It's just I don't know.
Denise.
What?
Denise.
What?
I believe the little gym or auditorium there at the time. I believe we had a chair. Didn't we have a chair either open or closed while we were in there during the daytime?
Austin? Oh my gosh!
I think you were up on stage, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought a chair slammed down. One of those chairs, those wooden ones.
That's so crazy.
I remember exactly what you're talking about.
That's so crazy.
There's this rope that holds up the sump pump in the basement, and it's the sump pump. It's this green rope, and it's tied to some pipe in the school, an old pipe. And I have had at least 5 different people tell me that they have seen this thing get pulled back from the middle like a bow and arrow and released.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
God.
I'm not gonna lie, I have actually seen it twice myself with one other person that was with me. We saw it twice, and we saw it as it was all the way back, and then it was let go. We saw it get let go, basically.
Oh
What
my
the heck was
gosh.
that, man?
That's
Mm.
crazy.
Great.
Yeah,
But there was something that Adam Kimmel actually taught me a long time ago, and it stuck with me for a long time. It's when a building that has a lot of history, energy is everywhere.
Sure.
Right.
Spirits are seemingly, everybody leaves a piece of them somewhere that they spend a lot of time. And
Right.
sometimes it's just a matter of activating those frequencies to get them to come out or to get them
Right.
to speak. Or the thing that he told me was, a building doesn't have to be haunted when you get it at first.
Right.
People coming in, I think when people go there enough and open and close the door, like a lighthouse almost, they see this. I mean, eventually in the area, they're going to congregate to this place, like a community center from the area. I
Yeah.
think that opened my mind to so many different things, because when you think about that, really, people talk about wandering souls, roaming, having no. I mean, some see a picture, people are looking out to them, trying to eventually stick that.
Mm.
We lost him.
Yep.
Well, I do see what he was saying, though.
Yeah.
It's not always that there was huge tragedy somewhere. It's just once they know that they can communicate with people at a certain place, they're gonna go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
100%.
Both of you guys going?
What was that,
What's that?
Jeff?
Are both you and Denise going?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all. Yeah, I'll be there. Denise will be there. Mike, will be there, and Sean Gilmore, obviously, because he's pretty much the one who's been the forefront of this, and this was his brainchild and his event. So yeah, we'll all be there. I can't wait to see everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I'm a little hesitant to go there,
I
but
don't know.
it'll be fun. If you want
It
to
will be
come
though.
watch the shit get scared out of me, then come join us August 7th.
I'm excited. I think the only other school that I've actually actual school I've ever investigated was Post Town, which was pretty interesting.
I want to go there too.
Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty
Really?
cool, but it's interesting that it's just been interesting that schools can be haunted.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Yeah.
think, because I got kids in school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I mean,
It's
Post
crazy.
Town is children, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is something very, very different.
Yeah.
So
The school.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We have kids that come through.
yeah. Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Hey, the school I work in was an old Columbus public school that was remodeled, and
Mhm.
it's haunted, and it's haunted by kids.
Wow.
And you'll hear.
Oh, chat. What is going on with everybody's stuff today?
I don't know. StreamYard is not working right.
But anyways, yeah, these schools are. It's these I don't know if it's the spirits of these kids when kids do show up. Maybe it was their safe place. It's the
Right.
only thing I can figure out at my place. They're
That's very
comfortable
true.
there was other kids to play with. So, but as for middle, the school that you guys are going to go to with, that Austin's got, it reminds me of Higginsport like crazy. Have you guys ever watched anything on Higginsport?
No, I haven't. No.
Higginsport was a crazy place. We spent the night in there with Austin, and that place was it was almost creepy crazy, to the point where actually my ghost box was getting shoved off of a ledge, and we happened to see it getting shoved off, and somebody grabbed it.
Oh my gosh.
But Middle Points reminds me of Higginsport.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would spend the night in there by myself.
What?
No. Yeah.
That says a lot because you've spent the night in a lot of really creepy places, Jeff.
Yeah. Madison's the only one I like to really stay in.
There it is. Yeah, it's got to be crazy if Jeff.
Right?
Jeff's been in Waverly himself. He's been in Madison himself.
Yeah. Jeff slept in Madison by himself.
Austin is back. Your video's back.
Yeah, I was kicked out and restarted for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. You just popped off, and then I saw you come back on, so I put you back in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Mine kicked me off like 3 times before.
I mean, I've been off like twice since we started.
Yeah.
Jeff froze up bad there for a second while he was talking.
Yeah.
I don't know what StreamYard must be having issues tonight.
Yeah. Or we finally started the zombie apocalypse and the internet's gone.
Yeah. It's all falling down. It's all falling around us.
Who knows? Oh, but we will put a link to the event for anyone that wants to go hang out with creepy crawly things on the walls. We still have some tickets available, I think. Well, you missed that part, Goose.
Oh, what? Yeah.
I won't even tell you.
You won't tell me?
No. One of the things that people see there is things that they describe as like creepers, like crawling on the walls and on the ceiling and things.
Oh, yeah, creepers.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun.
We'll see. We'll see. This is I can't wait. This is gonna be the first time in a while I've been to a place I've never been to before.
Yeah.
Because obviously we constantly go to Madison. We're going to Old Licking County in a couple weeks.
Jeff, we're going to Old Licking. I'm finally going. Yeah, maybe I'll take the baby doll.
Yes.
Speaking of being places, where were you just somewhere like a weekend or two ago, weren't you, Dee?
Oh, I went to Monroe House.
How was that?
That was fun. It was fun. It was a little, we were a little worried at first because the owner was just talking to us. He wasn't doing a tour or anything, but he was just talking, and he was talking about how scared he is there. And then like we're standing in a room and he's in the hallway, and then all of a sudden he goes, and he just like stops mid-sentence. And we're like, you okay? And he's like, yeah, you guys are fine, right? I'm going to get out of here. Okay. But,
that's nice. That's great.
Yeah.
The owner's like, okay, guys, you guys have fun. I can't take it.
He was very scared, and it was crazy. He was telling us stories about like the police getting called when there was nobody in the house because they heard a woman screaming.
Really? So, and that's happened like a couple of times. And they actually ended up putting stuff, they covered all of the windows in the house because people kept reporting that somebody was breaking in because they would see somebody inside the house, but it was just a spirit. And so the police are coming, and because they think somebody broke in, and, the owner's getting phone calls in the middle of the night from the police, like, hey, somebody's in the house. And there wasn't. So they ended up covering up all the windows.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
It happened
We were
at
supposed to go.
Westwood, actually.
There's
That's
what?
happened at Westwood at least like 4 times. The Westwood school,
Oh, yeah?
where I was actually, I had to say last night, the sheriff's department has been called by the caretaker on the property at least like 3 times in a 6-month span, like where they went out and actually thought somebody was in there and brought like 4 or 5 deputies with them and just
Holy
searched the
crap.
entire place.
Wow.
Never found anybody.
These poor police officers probably get so sick of it. Like,
I know, right?
oh, I got to do this again.
Well, when we were filming at the House of Wills with Resident Undead, the whole drama at the end of the night. But the cops were really cool because they're walking around. They're like, "Oh yeah, we get called here all the time." People see. I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, I'm sure there's been times where they've been called where there actually been people in there.
Right.
I mean, there have been people in there like hunkered down when other groups have gone in.
Ugh.
Just people coming off the street for a place to crash for the night because there's no security there. Anybody could break in. But also they've been called in because they've heard shots or people screaming from like neighbors, or like there's a church right next door. So if the congregation is there and they hear shots or something coming from they're going to call the cops.
Right, obviously, yeah.
And they call the cops and they do a sweep and there's nobody there. There was nobody there that night that they could find when we heard all that ruckus at the end of the hallway, where it sounded like there was a fight breaking out. But, right there at the front door where we heard all this going down was where a guy was actually shot in the stomach over a drug deal gone bad.
Oh,
and other teams have been in there and had the same experience. They actually thought someone was trying to break in. Like, it sounded like 2 guys like fighting at the end of the hall.
That's so crazy.
And
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was fun.
okay.
Yeah, Eddie. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I couldn't remember his name.
Hey, Rhonda, how are you?
Yeah, he was definitely, like, you could tell that when he was telling stories that he's very scared. He bought the house to flip it, to renovate it and sell it and make money off of it. And he kept having problems with like his crew showing up to work because they would see somebody in the house and get scared, so he's like, sometimes we just have to take a couple days off. Like, if something happens, they just say, all right, we're going to take a couple days off, cool off, and then we'll come back, we'll come back Monday or whatever. But he was definitely intimidated by the house. Like, now I really want to go to this place.
What's that?
That
the
Wellington.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. That sounds amazing, Brian.
Definitely looks like a cool place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds like it.
It's so cool because between what Austin's working on with all these new locations and what like Brian is working on, and just there's a bunch of new locations coming to
I know, I
the
love it.
limelight. Like FCI, I mean, Fairfield is new and it's already hopping. I mean, it's awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
that place that there in Indiana.
Monroe House?
No, the place everybody's been
Oh, yeah.
clean. Did you go over?
Yeah.
The place that I'm not
No.
supposed to know about.
Yeah, we're not talking about that place. But no.
That's badass. It's badass.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I haven't been yet.
Oh, it's badass. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's another location. I can't wait to hear what it is. And
I just love that these places are being saved from being destroyed.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially now with my new job, I've been, I'm out driving all day long, and I'm constantly on the look. Like especially like when I'm up in like Lorraine, where there's like old factories and stuff that are just sitting abandoned. I'm like,
right.
I'm always like, what should I tell Adam or somebody I know who buys these places about next?
Right.
It's just really, it's crazy.
Well, like Austin was saying, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a place with tragedy.
No, it doesn't. No.
If it has a history and you go in there and you start talking to them, then, it's not going to take long.
Oh, I
think some of the most haunted locations are ones that don't have tragedy, actually. Like, it blows my mind, but I've had that happen. Like, I've seen that.
Yeah.
James McDonald, who's all going to Salem, Massachusetts for the investigation July 10th? I will not be.
Not me.
But I will be in Salem the first week of June, staying at the West House, a very haunted, known hotel in downtown Salem, with my family. So my daughter Eliza's already like, can you take that EMF thing?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Our daddy's going to take that EMF thing.
Right.
Daddy might take that ghost box thing, the grandpa box that Jeff made for me. And he also might take this, and he almost might. My wife's like, we're going to have to have a whole nother car just for all your ghost hunting gear for one night staying at that hotel.
Don't forget a cat ball.
Yes, the cat ball you gave me. Because, you don't have ghost hunting equipment unless you have a cat ball.
That's what I'm saying.
At least one. You got to have at least one.
Right. Oh my God.
Y'all like my phone? Yeah. My cat.
Yeah, I see it. That wasn't us, Austin. I swear to God.
This is so stupid.
That was so crazy. You started talking about your black cat and we lost your feed.
Right?
I just want to apologize to everybody. I don't know if it's StreamYard. I don't know.
It's gotta be.
You started talking about your black cat behind you and we lost your feed. Your video popped off again.
There's Eddie Pence.
What's up, Eddie? Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to apologize to everybody tonight. It's been like technological hell.
Right.
And from what I'm hearing, I guess Mercury, I don't know and if any of you are onto the spiritual thing, but I guess Mercury is going into Gatorade or retrograde or something this week or this weekend. So it's like, I think it just feels like the energy is weird everywhere right now.
When did that start? Or it doesn't start till this weekend?
I don't know if it starts till this weekend. It may not even start till next week. It may not even be real because I saw it on Facebook. But
right? It's so funny because I always like, I take all that stuff with a grain of salt. Like I don't understand it, so I'm not gonna like put too much into it. But I swear every time, like yesterday, I know for me and a few other people, was like just anxiety, just all day from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed. And it was nothing, nothing bad happened, whatever. There was nothing in my life that should have caused it. But for whatever reason, I was like so on edge yesterday. So that will happen. And then somebody will be like, oh, Mercury's in retrograde. And I'm like, what? Like maybe there is some truth to that because it always does seem to coincide with the things that are going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, magnetic field and crazy.
Oh, is that what? That was weird.
You got a couple weeks until it's in retrograde, so
okay.
I don't know. So there's probably some kind of planet in retrograde, or the moon magnetic is lined up with something in the sky that it shouldn't be. I don't know.
For some reason, I thought it was no, the magnetic field effectively, like the way the moon changes the tides, like the gravitational pull, like it kind of works the same way. I mean, every planet has a magnetic field. I mean, there's the way the magnetic fields emanate around the Earth.
Right.
And the way the planets align, the way it all has an effect on that, which in turn will have an effect on us.
See, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And some people. And some people are more affected than others, but you know, a lot of people don't even notice it, don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But it does have a. If you start paying attention to it, you'll start seeing it more.
Right.
Well, here it
Gosh.
is.
Oh, there he goes.
And there he goes coming.
Come back, Austin.
Oh.
Maybe. Maybe. There we go.
Austin, are you there? Come in, Austin. Lost you again. All right. Hey, well, Jeff, do a burnout for the show?
I guess I could do one in Walmart's parking lot.
Right.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing they've ever seen in a Walmart parking lot.
Right. Just find a random stranger to hold your phone while you, so we can see.
Yeah, he'll never get his phone back.
Right.
Free phones at the Walmart, everybody. They're handing out free phones and doing burnouts.
Oh, my gosh.
James McDonald, I'm just the weird guy. All right. That's funny.
You know what? We're all a little weird. And we all like learning from other people. So that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we're all weird. I love being weird. I love that my kids think being weird is cool.
Yeah.
It's like a new thing. It's like
Yeah.
being weird and being a nerd is cool.
Yeah.
It's like, sweet. Cool.
One time my mother-in-law got mad at me because she said, it was when Ryan was little. She said, Ryan said that you told him he was weird. I said, I did. And she said, oh, that's not nice. And I said, oh, no, in our house it is. I said, that's a compliment in our house.
It is.
We strive to be different and weird and, to follow with whatever your passion is, no matter how weird it is. Right. I don't think that that's a bad thing at all. Oh my gosh, now we lost Goose?
Oh, where's
What
Goose?
is happening?
I'm glad it's not me tonight.
I know. You know what? Honestly, it normally is me. And I think I'm the only one that hasn't had problems. Like, this is just crazy. I mean, I had problems before we started. It took me like 3 times to get on, but.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good show, nevertheless.
Oh my gosh. Jeff, I did want to ask you how you know Brian and how you guys met and stuff, like what you guys do.
I think they found out I made ghost boxes, and Angela first friend, sent me a friend request. And then, I don't know, a week or so later, Brian did. And this was probably 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And Brian wanted me to make her a box without her knowing and give it to her as a gift. So I made her a box and specifically for her. And that's how our friendship started up. And then I went up to Eloise and told them I was going to be there, and they met me there, and I hung out with them for a while. So
nice.
That's how I know them. And I've talked to them on the phone. I talked to Angela this week on the phone. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good people. I feel really bad that Brian's going through this. I feel bad for him, actually.
Yeah.
The whole family. So, but he's a trooper. He after his 6th. No, this Friday is his 6th chemo.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting one every week on Fridays. He hasn't been able to work this last week and a half. He just can't. He thinks that if it was just 3 in a row, he could probably do it, but he says it's like it's burning him up from the inside out. He doesn't have the energy. So.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But
chemo is the worst.
Yeah.
But this is the last one he has to do and then he gets a break. I don't know if it's I don't know. A little bit of time goes by, and then he has to go in and get checked out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he has to go through that in 2 or 3 times, and then he starts back up with the chemo, but it's only 3 in a row, and then they give him a break, and then 3 in a row. But it's going to be going on for a while. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's such a shame. You know, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but it's so sad that when people are going through something like that they have to also worry about how they're going to pay their mortgage, how they're going to buy groceries. You know what I mean? So that's why I love events like this. Like, somebody who's going through that should not have to worry about money, and they should not have to worry about being able to keep their house. You know what I mean? They should solely focus on getting better. That's their job, their one and only job.
Yeah. And when you talk to them, they're so thankful. They're not the kind of people that ask for help. They do not ask for help. And it's been a little bit of an adjustment for them, I mean, everybody joining in and trying to help them. But I think it's sort of given them, they're not, I don't know how to even explain it. They're putting their focus on other things because they know people are out here trying to help them. So I think they're putting a little bit more effort into worrying about each other and taking care of each other and the family. And, so anyways, it's a really good thing everybody's doing. I mean, Austin, Sean, you guys, Daniel, it's much appreciated by them.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're more than happy to do it, and I thought it was a great idea.
I'm so excited to be part of this.
It is.
I think if there's anything that I was upset about, I didn't think of it first.
Right.
But my boy Sean, you know, just started it up. He thought of it and he jumped at it, and here we are.
Yeah. I'm so glad we get to be part of it, though.
Well, absolutely.
It's very exciting.
I'm going up. I'll see them. I'm going up to Detroit Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get to at least see Angela. I don't know if I'll get to see both of them or not.
Yeah.
But I'll tell them you guys are rooting for them.
Oh, absolutely.
They're actually both watching.
Yeah, they're watching right now and saying thank you for the love. And
good.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Right.
We're behind you guys 100%. Brian and Angela and the whole family. I mean, I think all of us have been in a position at some point in our lives where we've had family struggling, and you know, this is no different. You guys are family, and we're behind you 100%. So we're gonna do what we can.
Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to donate to the raffle too, don't forget. They can get a hold of one of us.
Yeah.
But it's going to be such a good event, and I'm so excited. And I love when there's events that are, you know, they're focused on like care and love and taking care of each other. You know what I mean? Like, those kind of events are always so nice. So it'll be good.
And again, I'm sorry, guys. We're struggling with the technology tonight. Oh, crap.
Nice. That's going to make it worse. Everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, this video is cutting in and out.
I'm in Walmart's parking lot, and there's a lot of strange people walking by, and that seemed to like make me go the other way.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. They're going to be calling the cops on you, Jeff.
I don't know. I don't know.
Austin set down his phone and gave up, I guess.
No.
He's like, screw this internet today.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I keep thinking, guys, I mean, we've been on an hour. We may have to call it because I'm having nothing but issues on my end.
Yeah, this is...
I hate doing that to you guys. We'll have you guys back on. And you know what? Let's think about trying to set up so we can maybe do a live stream from the event itself.
Oh, for
on
sure.
August 7th. We could figure out how to do that. That'd be really cool. But I think it's a good time to call it for tonight. There's something up with StreamYard. I keep losing Austin. I keep getting kicked off.
Right.
I keep freezing. Myself keeps freezing up. We're gonna lose Jeff completely in a few minutes.
Yeah,
But I think you guys got the message tonight that this awesome event coming up for the Felicias, August 7th at Middle Point. Thank you to Austin for getting that all set up for us. Thank you to Sean Gilmore for spearheading this event, and Daniel Kloss for being a big part of that. Jeff, thank you so much. It's just gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be really good. Well, the link is on our page, but we'll put it again in the comments.
Just keep an eye out on our Facebook page, the Cryptic Paranormal page. Yes, also 2,000 likes. Thank you guys. We got the 2,000 likes, so we got the community's growing, the crypto head, brother and sisterhood building up. But yeah, I think keep an eye out on that page. Keep an eye out on Austin's stuff. He's got millions of things going on with the underground paranormal.
If you can't keep up with Austin,
yes. If you can't keep up with him, just follow him on his. And what's the full name of your group again? Underground Paranormal Network. Okay, cool. I got most of it right.
It's a network of locations and builders and teams, and
it's a family.
Network.
It's a big family. Nice.
That's awesome.
It's a big family. That's it, right. That's right.
Yeah.
And Jeff, we're always watching and seeing what you're getting into next, man. See what building that you're helping save, or what job you got. Or you're freaking me out, man.
Right.
That's the look right there. Oh, you had it. No, do it. Yeah, that's it.
When you have it like that, it almost looks like you have devil horns on the side
It
of your
does.
head. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
All right, crypto heads. That's going to be it for tonight before my computer decides to just extremely explode in my face.
Right.
Because I don't know what StreamYard is doing tonight. But all right, guys.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. We'll do it again, and we'll see you guys in August. Spook you later, crypto heads.
Nice to see you guys.
You too, Jeff.
Bye.
Everybody have a good night, good weekend.
Bye-bye.